Wrong accusation can damage your reputation, your career, your relationship, your emotional well being. It can shatter your mental health, but it does not define your identity, your future, or your worth. As human, we often resort to something very worst, which is suicide mission, because that is the aim of those that accuse you wrongly. One thing you don't understand is there's something about you that threatens a lot of people out there, that make people accuse you wrongly, falsely. And if care is not taken, you might submit to that decision of suicide. No matter how painful that situation is, to any extent the damage has caused, suicide is not the solution. Because suicide seems to be the permanent response to temporal situations such as wrong accusation. But that is not the purpose of God for you. Because God has a greater purpose for situations, most especially when things happen like that. So, one thing I want to tell you today is you can overcome wrong accusation without suicide. Yes, we can do it. You can make it work. I'm telling you today, yes, it is very, very possible and achievable. How can you do that? Number one, separate your identity from the accusation. What do I mean? In the beginning, in the book of Genesis, chapter 1, verse 4, the Lord saw that the light was good. He separated the light from the darkness. You are light, a child of light. Whatever it is that is against you is darkness. And this is why you need to separate yourself from darkness. When we are falsely accused, it is very easy for people out there to believe every word they have said against you. But that does not necessarily say that is who you are. And this is where you need to work. Stand up. I know it's not that easy, but we can achieve it. We can. You can't control the narrative out there, but you can control yourself. So let me give you a practical example of what you can do. Get a piece of paper. On one, let's say 2 sheets of paper. On one, write your personality, your identity, who you are. We all know who we are. If you're a good person, you know. If you're a bad person, you know. Write out who you are, your qualities. And on the second paper, write out the accusation, that false accusation and what people have been saying about you. So on top of that wrong accusation, write darkness on it. And on top of your own qualities, personality, the identity of who you are that you've written down, write light on it. And take the piece of paper of the one the accusation is written, tear it into pieces and throw it into the bin. Throw it away. You see that one of your own that you have written concerning yourself, paste it everywhere you know you can see. Any time you move around, you can see. You can even make a widget on your phone, on your home screen, lock screen, that whenever you tap on your phone, you can see it. Then you know that it reminds you of this is who you are, not what people think you are. This is exactly who you are. Because people that often accuse you wrongly, they are doing it for a purpose. And they want to get you to a point where you ask yourself, or you end up resorting to, my life is over. Nothing can come out of this. Nobody will believe me. There's nothing I can say. Nobody's going to hear me. But God says something about you, because that is not his purpose for you. He said in the book of Isaiah chapter 54 verse 70, he said, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Every tongue that rises against you in judgment shall be condemned. And this is the scripture telling you that no matter how much they rise against you, they will never have final say over your matter. And this is where you should stand. Number 2, take your pain to God and not self-destroy yourself. I know you may be wondering, where was God when all of this was happening? God has always been in your journey, and he's still in your journey. For those who will be great in life, so many things will come your way. It might be part of what is coming your way is people accusing you wrongly, but God is with you. This is not the time to leave God. This is the time to take that burden to him, because he already told you to come, that he will give you rest. He said in Matthew 11:28, he said, come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, I will give you rest. Many of us today that experience false accusation, we often experience shame, anxiety, stigma, fear, depression, and so many more mental issues like that. But God has invited us to bring all of those emotions to him. He said in the book of Psalm 34 verse 18, the Lord is close to those who are brokenhearted, and he saved those who are crushed in the spirit. God is not far from you. He is near. He is with you. He will walk through every of that journey with you. So this is the time to get more closer to him. One thing I'll tell you to do, or let me say, few things I'll tell you to do, is pray honestly from the bottom of your heart with the sincerity of your heart. Pray. Talk to trusted people. This is not the time to accommodate bad energy around you. Don't move with people that bring back those things or come to tell you everything. See what the internet has said about you again. Look at what they just said about you. You don't need that energy. People that trust you, that loves you, that know who you are, and do not believe in what the public is saying out there. Whatever people have said, they don't believe it because they know that is not you. I'm talking about trusted people. So those are the people you need around you. And I promise you, all of these things will work for you. And don't forget to also, every time you feel pain or whatever situation you're in, write it down. Write how you feel. Put it in the presence of God. God is with you. Do not isolate yourself. This is when the thought of suicide comes here and there. Do not isolate yourself. This is not the time. 3. Do not make permanent decision in this temporal pain. This is not the time to do that. It will get to a point, situation will be so intense, very, very intense, and your thinking can become so distorted. That is not the time to make permanent decision, because so many thoughts will be popping up in your head. Let me do this, because things will be happening. People will be throwing shade at you, saying so many things, say this, say that. So many people around you will even say things that will get to you. This is not the time to make permanent decision. That's not the time. I would advise stay off social media. Stay off so you don't see people's comments. So this does not get to you for you to, because it can aid nasty decision. Stay off social media. One thing about social media people don't understand is they're talking about you now. In the next few days, they're talking about someone else. Something else will happen. Mind you, you're not the only one on social media. It happens. They talk about you today. The worst a story can go is 1 month, slightly 2 months. So one thing, the question you should ask yourself is, would this still be ongoing in the next 3 months? In the next 5 years, will people still talk about this, or would this still matter? And also ask yourself, have I sought help from people that truly cares about me? Your family members, people that truly trust, colleagues, friends that really believe you, that trust you. One thing you don't understand is God is always with you. This current situation is not your permanent place to be. No, it will go. When it's time, it shifts. So don't make hasty decision. Give it time. Stay off social media. Anyone that is bringing a bad energy, stay away. Be close. Be around people that loves you, people that want to see you happy, people that want to make you happy, that want to make you laugh. That is what you should be on about. The Bible says in the book of Psalm 30 verse 5, weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. By the time that situation turns around, you would be the one to say, God, I am grateful. Number 4, remember your value and your purpose. Your life is worth more than a public opinion. God created you for a purpose that can never be cancelled because of someone else's false accusation. It's not possible. The Lord promised you in the book of Jeremiah 29 verse 11, for the thought I have for you is for the thought of good and not evil, so that you can have a great and unexpected end. Remember, He promised you an expected end, and how that can come to pass is when you stay to live that purpose. But when you commit suicide, you have end the future God is working on. Did you catch that? Exactly. So it is not what suicide. Remember what you are made for. Remember who you are and what you stand for. Nobody's accusation should pull you down. I know it's not easy, but you can do it. You are the one that can help yourself with the help of God. So this is the time to stand up. Number 5, stay on your truth. Gather your evidence and focus on that evidence, and also be patient. This is not the time to be fighting for revenge or planning a revenge plan. At all costs, I beg you, avoid revenge. You don't have to be on any revenge mission now, because this can destroy you when you are trying to prove or trying to come back with a revenge plan. I must do my own. You don't need it at this point. No, the Bible said in the book of Romans 12:19, the vengeance is mine. I will repay, saith the Lord. Let God handle every situation of revenge for you. You don't have to go on any revenge mission so that you don't destroy all that you've been gathering, everything that has stand you out. Don't use your revenge mission to scatter everything. And don't forget, if it is an issue or an issue of court case, gather your evidence. Stay calm. Be calm. Be patient. Most especially, be patient and work accordingly to everything that you needed. How do you do this? There are times things happen, there are situations, there are events that you need to remember, that need to come back to your memory. So when you are calm, when you reflect, you have time to reflect on all of the things that has happened when you were being accused from the beginning, what happened, how it happened, things they said you did. Sit down. Think of how that journey started. What happened? You see, there will be a time you remember, oh, on so date this happened. There is an event, this happened. There is an evidence for this. I have something on my phone that can prove this. I have a file that can prove this. I have someone that can say yes, that can be a witness to this. You will be able to gather all this fact. So this is why you need to be focused on your evidence and the fact you want to tender in court. Please cancel revenge. Counter it, okay, so that we don't destroy ourselves in the journey of doing that. You are already at the verge of breaking through. Don't destroy it, please. Number 6, where I'm going to stop. I want you to remember all the godly men that has been through false accusation in the scripture. A man like Joseph, as I mentioned earlier, he went through a false accusation from Potiphar's wife, and from Potiphar's house he ended up in prison. Look at what happened in the end. God elevated him from the prison to second in command in Egypt. Look at King David. Before he became the king, look at what Saul did to him. He pursued him. He falsely accused him and wanted to kill him. Reason why? Because people are saying Saul killed 1,000, David killed 10,000. He was jealous. He was raged. He was angered that who is David? Where I have done so many things and they are praising David over me. He was falsely accused, but God didn't let the hand of Saul touch David. He was saved. God elevated him. While King Saul was still alive, still a king, David was anointed to be king. You see, even Jesus was crucified. He was falsely accused. False witnesses came up. They raised up against him. If God can bring Joseph, David, and Jesus through this unjust treatment, so who are you God cannot come through for you? If God can do it for them, who are you that God cannot do it for rather? You are not the first to experience it, and you will never be the last. False accusation can wound your name, but that is not the end. It's just a chapter in your life, not the whole book. Your life is precious. Trust God's timing. You are going somewhere. God has prepared a place for you. Giving up will only end or cut that preparation or cut that future because you do not achieve what God has prepared for you. So this is not the time to kill yourself. Don't even do that. No, the judgment is not in your hand. Let God take control. Make sure you fight. You stand up. Look at what David did. He kept running from Saul. God kept saving him. He's also giving his own active participation, running as fast as he could. If King Saul know that he's here, he will come there, he will not beat him. He's gone. So fight it. But don't be in a haste to make hasty decision. Okay? Your life is so precious, so beautiful, so wonderful. There is still hope, healing and restoration ahead of you. So don't give up. Suicide is not an option. I hope you enjoyed this and I hope you learn one or two things from this. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share. Thank you very much. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.